Here I have a rational equation where I have a square root on one side. Well, the quickest way to get rid of a square root is to square it. So that's what we're going to do to both sides of the equation. We're going to square both sides. So I take the square root of x minus 27 and I square that. And I take x minus 2 and I square that expression. Well, the square root and the square cancel each other. So on the left side of the equation, here I have x minus 27. Here, this becomes x minus 2 times x minus 2. Now I'm going to FOIL this. So my first is x times x, which becomes x squared. Then I go outer, x times negative 2, which is negative 2x. Then I go inner, and that's negative 2x. And then I go last, which is negative 2 times negative 2, which is a positive 4. So, combining my like terms, which are these two right here, then I wind up getting x minus 27 is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 4. And at this point, what I would do is I would zero out the left side of the equation. So I would subtract out x and add 27. Subtract out x, add 27. And here I would get 0, and here I would get x squared minus 5x plus 31. So at this point, if this was factorable, then you could use factors. If it's not factorable, then at this point I would identify my a, b, and c. So my a is equal to 1, my b is equal to negative 5, my c is equal to 31. And now I would simply use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2a. And then I would take my values from my quadratic equation and I would substitute those values in for the variables in the formula. So I have x is equal, two negatives make a positive, so a negative negative 5 becomes a positive 5. Plus or minus the square root. Here I have negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. Minus 4 times a times c. Minus 4 times 1 times 31 all over 2 times a. Okay? I'm not going to finish this, but I want you to realize that you can solve this either by factoring or by using the quadratic formula, which I would highly encourage you to do if you don't recognize what the factors are for this quadratic expression.